Welcome to Raymond James Stadium. The Bulls headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Condors offense will go on the attack first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Condors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's right. Looking deep. Makes a deep grab. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
What's nice about this tight end is he can stretch the field vertically. You saw it there on the corner route. Really nice throw by the quarterback, getting it out early, puts just enough air under it so his guy could locate it. This guy, he's got those long strides, right? The big fella, he's just eating up yards, and he's able to get some separation before securing the catch for a big game.
And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Goes to the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Condors!
And that's exactly how you draw up your opening drive. You want to get your quarterback comfortable, get him on script, in rhythm, and he was. 4 for 4 on that drive, finishing off with a touchdown pass in the end zone. He comes out absolutely on fire.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So USF's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the back. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pulls it in. It's Odom. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bulls will hustle to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure coming, and they got it.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Selden. Knocked down for the tackle. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They're looking for an advantage to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the field goal unit is on the field. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. And it'll be the Condors just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Could not make his way to the corner. The Condors will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Isaac. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Collins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. 3rd and 4. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Moves around to clear up the vision. Breaks into the open. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. And the Bulls are flying down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown Bulls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. On the option, the keeper. Open space at the 25. Made a defender miss. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Condors.
Touchdown.
Great offenses find a way to feature their playmakers. How about the creativity by the offense? Using the speedster, the wide receiver as the pitch man, and he kicks it into high gear and makes the huge, long touchdown run for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Odom. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Could be an alley. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Oh, he's got some... Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the counter. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's right. Makes the grab on the left. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And it'll be the Condors can really attack on this 2nd and short. Reading the option, it's right. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
The Condors with the 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now USC will call its 3rd and final timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air, it's right. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Condor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They marched 72 yards, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Selden. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Got his man downfield. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, USF. That one will give them the lead.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll run the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The kick is on its way. All the way back to the 15. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Running inside, it's Isaac.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Van Buren. Caught behind the line. It's Sullivan. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And it'll be the Condors will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. Complete in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Off play action. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Van Buren. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score. Touchdown, South Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Keeps it on first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The run to the left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's right. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Rodgers.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bulls have taken it inside the 20. The option look. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it and runs it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Pucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They'll run for it. Touchdown, Bulls! Great job by the back on the option. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And with this touchdown, man, you got to get a little bit excited. Getting your first win of the season. The first 2 weeks has not gone how you wanted it to go. But today, put a good game together. Offense now, scoring this last touchdown. Defense go out, hold on, don't make big mistakes. And you got your first dub of the season.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to give it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Condors want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's complete to the right. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's right. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen instead. Nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down play from the gun. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running to... There's some room. The tap. Touchdown Bulls. And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's right. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gets open down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.